Hi there, my name is Erin Fitzgerald, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to share with you a little bit more about myself and my story. Um, right now, the person I am today, I am a wife, a mom of two sweet little children. My son is 7 and my daughter is 5. I am a huge dog lover, and right now we have one boxer who is just the sweetest little puppy. And I'm also a teacher in Cambridge. Specifically, I'm a reading specialist and I work with kindergarten, first, and second graders. So, who am I though? What's my backstory? Well, here it is. I grew up very active, always playing sports. I was one of those people that, played a different sport every season. I was very competitive. But despite how active I was, I really started to kind of put on some weight in high school, junior year and sophomore year and juniors especially. I really started to put weight on. Like, I guess my metabolism wasn't really that fast, or I didn't have that like metabolism that a lot of high school kids have, where they could just eat whatever they wanted. No, that was not me. I was probably about like 10 or 15 pounds heavier than I am today as a 37-year-old adult. And I remember just feeling really uncomfortable and self-conscious, and I would wear baggy, like frumpy clothing, like jumpsuits kind of, just to hide, hide how I was feeling. And I remember always comparing myself to other girls and, you know, um, just kind of wishing that I could be thinner like them. And, I was really just self-conscious. And that kind of, I think, started this unhealthy relationship that I had with exercising and with food. About senior year, I started really compulsively over exercising. I would go to the gym in the morning before high school. I'd shower and get ready at the gym, and then I'd go to school, and then I'd go to practice after school. And then after practice, I'd go for like a run or a walk or something else, right? And it was just, it was a little crazy. Like, I just needed to calm down, but I couldn't. And also, I'd be always watching what I ate. I was like eating so unhealthy. I'd have like a half a bagel throughout the whole day, and like it was just really bad. And it just kind of continued into college and through college. I continued to play sports. I played tennis at Stonehill College, so I was, continued to be active. And then I would, obsessively go to the gym. Like, it was ridiculous, but it's what I did. And I would, obsess over what I ate. Basically, I was the person that I hope my daughter, like, never becomes, right? So then leaving college, I kind of had my like rock bottom low moment around maybe 24 years old. I started using diet pills and ended up in the emergency room because of them. And it was a really scary experience. Like, I remember being there. It was kind of like an out-of-body experience, and it was really, I could hear my sister crying. Like, it was really scary for my family, and my best friend who brought me in. And I remember thinking, like, okay, like the next day, like, this has got to stop, But I it was like I didn't know how to get to that healthy place with exercise and diet. And then and 2 years later, I met my now husband. And when I say I met him, we actually have known each other our whole lives. Our parents were friends, so Tim and I knew each other growing up. We have like baby pictures together and everything, which is kind of cool. But in meeting him and in dating, I started to not go to the gym that much. Like, I was the girl who was always there, and then I was the girl who was barely ever there, because we were going out to eat a lot, and we were just going to the movies and hanging out. We just I chose fun, rather than going to the gym. So it was almost like another extreme, right? Um, and, and then we got engaged and we got married. And just a little bit of backstory on our wedding is we got married, and it was really like under an emotional time for our family. My dad was dying. He had lung cancer, and Tim, my fiance, now husband, he knew how important it was that my dad be at our wedding. It was important to me, it was important to my family, and it was also important to Tim because Tim, knew and loved my dad. So we did that. We got married at Mount Auburn Hospital the day before my dad passed away. And, that evening after we got married, and then the next day we spent at the hospital, and we were with my dad. I was holding my dad's hand as he took his last breath at 60 years old, and it wasn't, it wasn't right. It was way too early. And I remember feeling at that time that, we can't take I can't take my health for granted, because, I didn't want to lose my dad before he had the chance to, meet any of his future grandchildren. It made me really, really sad. So I remember feeling like I had the responsibility to myself, now to my husband, and to any children that we would have in the future, to try to live the healthiest lifestyle that I could, so that I could be there past 60 years old. And so, fast forward, my husband and I, we were blessed with children. We have 2. And it was maybe about when my daughter, she's now 5, but when my daughter was around 1 year old, I remember feeling like in a real rut, like I didn't feel like myself. It was a lot of that typical mom stuff. You're taking care of everyone else except yourself, right? That's what I was dealing with. I was taking care of my son, who was 2. Probably my son was 3 if my daughter was 1. And taking care of my daughter, and then also helping take care of my husband, because he was a firefighter who was injured. So he had been going through multiple surgeries on his knee, and lots of rehab, and so he was also needing some help. So I felt like I was, and I was stressed with him out of work and not knowing if he'd be able to go back to work. So it was just a kind of a stressful time, and I remember feeling like I needed something for me. And that's when I saw a girl from high school who had 2 kids the same age as mine, and she was posting about this shake that she was drinking and how she was just feeling better, and she was doing this workout at home, and so I was like, I kind of watched her for a little bit, and then I reached out to her, and she sent me a packet of this shake called Shakeology to try. So I let it sit in my cabinet for a couple months before I tried it, because I was not a shake person, and I really felt like I wasn't going to like it. So I let it sit there, and one day finally I tried it, and I loved it. And I thought, why the heck did I let this sit here for so long, right? So I started drinking it, and after the first month, I could honestly feel like my energy was increasing. My husband even commented that I just seemed happier. My pants were getting a little looser. I think within the first 2 months, I lost almost 10 pounds or something. And I remember just feeling so much better. I also suffered from childhood, from frequent headaches, headaches all the time. It was weird for me not to have a headache, So all of a sudden I realized, geez, I haven't been getting my headaches. What's up with that? And I wasn't sure if it was the shakes, but I'm like, that's the only thing I've really changed. And so, I don't know. I loved how it was making me feel. So the next thing I wanted to do was start working out. I thought, heck, like Shaylin's napping. Why don't I just sit here and do a quick workout? So I did it. I started a program called Les Mills Combat, and I did that from home while my daughter was napping. And I felt amazing. Like I was hooked. Like I loved it. I didn't think you could get a good workout from home, but I would be sweating. It was like my favorite class, the gym, my favorite kickboxing class, I was now doing in my living room. Like I just thought it was like the coolest thing. So I finished that, and then I started another one called Focus T25, which was awesome. 25 minutes long, right? 25-minute workouts. So like how perfect is that for a busy mom? So I completed that one, and I literally felt better, more in shape than I had in my entire life. Like I just wanted to shout from the rooftops, like how good I was feeling. And so that's when I think I really decided that I wanted to actively become a coach and share this amazing shake that really made me feel 1,000 times better, and share these home workouts because I knew that there were other people, and maybe specifically moms out there, that were feeling the way I was, and I wanted to share what I was doing so that they could feel better too. So originally I had signed up as a discount coach, at the very beginning, just to save money on my shakes, because why not, right? Who doesn't want to save money? And then when I started feeling just incredible, I made the decision that I wanted to share it with others. So I started, my home-based business. I became the CEO of my team called Strive Nation. And I basically have built a business on my own time, because I still work full-time as a teacher. So I work, usually at night, but sometimes in the mornings in free time. And I have created a business that has allowed me to not have to go off and tutor, to not have to teach summer school. Okay, so these are things that I used to do. I don't do them anymore because I already don't like leaving my kids to go to my full-time job, that I refuse to leave them any more than I have to. So I have my business that I work at home, and it allows me to be able to bring in extra income because my husband is now retired from the fire department. So that has put a little bit of a financial stress on us. So I'm able to have this business to help supplement some income, and it has been such a lifesaver. We have traveled. In the last few years, we've gone to Cancun, a cruise to the Bahamas and Jamaica, Vegas, Nashville, New Orleans this summer. We're traveling more. This amazing team that I would have never met these people if it wasn't for Beachbody. Imagine just having this constant kind of support system around you of people that lift you up. It's been such a light in my life. And I am forever, forever grateful that this opportunity was presented to me. And I'm so thankful that I said yes to it. And the reason why I will continue to share Shakeology and to share these workouts is because I know they work. And I know that they've helped me feel so much better. And I really, really want others to feel their best too. And I don't want any other families to lose family members too early in life due to just an unhealthy lifestyle. So if I could help somebody lower their blood pressure or lower their cholesterol, or just feel better in their skin, that just means the absolute world to me. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope this gave you a little bit of a better idea about who I am and where I've come from. All right, thanks so much.